The other thing trending this morning, not in a good way at all, once again, the parking meter deal is back in the news. Back in the news.
Hit it, Jenna.
Perma-smile for delinquents like Anthony Ponce who fall asleep in their car and then get photographed and ticketed while doing so.
You know how we were talking about Elvis yesterday? Do you not look like Elvis in this picture?
I could see that with the sunglasses.
And it's like shaded so you can't really see your facial hair.
I look like old Elvis, like old middle-aged Elvis.
Elvis. Look at that. How
so here's the deal with, and by the way, I paid that fine, and no, it didn't go to the city of Chicago to plug the budget gap. It went straight to a private company, and it's Chicago Parking Meters LLC. They are back in the news. I'll just run folks through the nuts and bolts of this. Very few people, I hope, are unaware of the horrible 75-meter parking lease that was signed by Richard M. Daley, basically selling off the city's parking meters to a private company for the next 75 years. So this is such a bad deal.
Which is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
We won't even be alive.
75 years?
You will be. I won't be alive when this thing is over.
Bizarre. What kind of deal is that?
Awful.
He probably thought it said 7.5.
It was a temporary solution that turned out to be the private company recouped what they paid. It was about $1 billion deal in about 2 years. And now they're just making money hand over fist. They're printing money. And the greed doesn't stop there, though. $15.5 million we just agreed to pay this private company because they had filed a complaint that the city of Chicago wasn't enforcing and finding enough, and that they were owed in the neighborhood of $300 million more.
Whoa.
So this is actually, even though it's a loss of money for the city, it's actually a win because given what they were asking for, this private company, that the city owed them $300 million, $15 million is peanuts compared to that.
Okay, where is this business, Chicago Parking Meters LLC?
It's a consortium of investors that are...
so they're not like a Chicago...
No, it's not. I mean, I'm sure there are some Chicago investors.
Yeah.
But it's again, insult to injury. So that is trending today as well.
So it says that city officials say the revenue from those disputed spaces has already brought in $10 million more than the cost of this settlement. What does that mean? So they've brought in 10 more than the cost of the settlement?
The revenue from those disputed spaces has already brought in $10 million more than the...
So maybe the spaces that they're disputing, that they want more money from, actually made more over this time being disputed, $10 million more.
That's how lucrative the fine structure is.
Than the cost of what they wanted.
So they're saying that's a win because we don't owe that. It could have been worse. It could have been, the scary thing is that this deal is bad and it could have been even worse to the tune of $285 million.
And do we think that this could resurface again? I mean, if they cry now, they're probably going to do it again. This is, by the way, reported by the Sun-Times today. And it's just bad all around. It's bad all around. And the only loss, I guess, that we took other than the $15.5 million is that the city has agreed to ramp up enforcement. Yay. So don't take a nap in your car.
To comply with this private company.
Unbelievable.
It's just absolutely awful. All right, here's another, and there, yeah, exactly. One more time.
Oh, Ponce.
There's Ponce.